Okay, so this one is number 14 on the first exam. I'm going to go over this one rather quickly because it is super late now and I am exhausted. And as you can see, my notes have become much lazier. But anyway, the question goes, the mass percentage of bromine in calcium bromite, not bromide, bromite, is what? So they're looking for the mass percentage. They're trying to find out how much bromine is in this particular molecule. This is calcium bromide. Now, the first thing that I've seen people do is that they write CaBr2, okay? Now, this would be right if this were calcium bromide, okay? But it isn't. It's ite. And we know, we've seen chlorate, we've seen chlorite, that this ite means that we have a polyatomic ion. Okay, now with bromine is that's going to be your group 7 element, okay? Now, Cl, or chlorine, is also a group 7. So at times you can see that from chlorite, right, chlorite with an ITE, all right, it can also be bromite. The Br could take the place of the C, kind of, And so you have BrO2, because this is an ite, this is an 8. If this were bromate, this would be BrO3, negative, okay? So you need to know your polyatomic ions for this one. And of course you need to know your ClO2 is your your chlorite, and that turns into your bromite, or not really turns into, but the bromite is structurally very similar, okay? And so you have BrO2 negative. So it should actually be Ca, or calcium bromite, looks like CaBrO2, and then you need 2 of these because they have a -1 charge each, and calcium is a group 2 element, so it has a +2 charge, so you need 2 of these in order to balance that out and make this neutral. So this is where you should start from, and I've seen a lot of people make this mistake, so don't make that mistake. Read carefully. If somebody gives you a molecule, okay, you want to take a look at how that ending is over here, and ite. Do not be tricked out by that, okay? So anyway, if I were to then, to try to find out the mass percentage, well, what I'd have to do is I'd have to find out, well, all right, how much bromine do I have, okay, and what's the mass of bromine I have, and moreover, well, what is the total mass of calcium bromite, okay? So the first thing I did is I found out, well, okay, well, how many grams do I have in calcium bromide, okay? Now, I can do 1 mole of calcium bromide. So, according to this, I would have in 1 mole of calcium bromide, I'd have 1 mole of calcium and 2 moles of bromite, right? But 2 moles of bromite then means that I have 2 moles of bromine and 4 moles of oxygen. So let's set this up. I have my initial calcium, that's my 40.078, okay, grams. I can add then my 2 bromines, because I have 2 bromines here. So 2 times 79.904, and then 1 in parentheses. That's just how my periodic table has it. I put it in just for accuracy. It's probably unnecessary. And then I add my 4 oxygen, so that's 4 times 16. And I get a total of 263.8862. So this is the total mass of 1 mole of calcium bromite, okay? So now that we have that, we can place that on the very bottom, because keep in mind, it's the mass of whatever element you're trying to find, right, in terms of mass percentage, over the total mass of that molecule, times 100%, and you should get your percentage. So here's another mistake I see. Let me just cover that up. It's that they say, okay, well, I've got bromite, and I've got calcium bromite. Well, I'm just going to do the mass of bromite, of 1 mole of bromite over 1 mole of calcium bromide, right? And this is wrong. It would be wrong if you didn't multiply this by 2, because you have 2 bromines, okay? So that's another mistake I've been seeing quite a bit. So anyway, you have to do 2 times 79.904, because that will be your 2 bromines, over 263.8862 grams. That's the total mass of that molecule, okay? And when you multiply that by 100%, you will get 60.6%. And so that is your correct answer. So 2 things you should watch out for. Anytime they give you a name like this, you should be able to identify this, okay? So you should know, for example, that bromite is your polyatomic ion, okay? And that has a -1 charge, and calcium has a +2 charge. So you need 2 bromites in order to balance out that calcium. And finally, when you're doing your percentage down here, just make sure you actually have the total number of that element, because we have 2 bromines, not just 1, okay? Good night.